but your parents are American, you're an American citizen. So like, for example, John McCain, totally eligible to run for president because he is a U.S. citizen, even though he was born in Panama. He was born outside the United States, but his parents were Americans, and that is enough to make you a natural-born citizen. Simple, right? Here's a puzzler, though. What if you're born outside the United States and only one of your parents is American? What do you do if you were born, say, in Mexico to a Mexican mom, but your dad was American? Well, for decades now, since the 1970s, the United States has been saying, okay, well, in that case, you're not an American citizen, not unless your parents were married. Why does it matter if your parents were married? Because, the courts say, in part, they say the Mexican Constitution is very specific in the way it addresses the legal particulars of kids who are born to unmarried parents. And because the Mexican Constitution is so specific about it, because of Article 314 of the Mexican Constitution, U.S. courts have been saying, in this case, you're not a citizen. That is what U.S. courts have been citing for decades now about kids born to one American parent in Mexico. Sorry, we're constrained. We cannot call you a citizen. See, for reference, Article 314 of the Mexican Constitution. Turns out, there is no Article 314 of the Mexican Constitution. It doesn't exist. U.S. courts have been citing that specific article of the Mexican Constitution to deny people citizenship since 1978. But that article does not exist. A new federal court ruling finally now has gone beyond all the other courts just citing each other, citing that supposed part of the Constitution. Finally, a federal court has gone to look it up in the original and see what it actually said. And they found that the original text does not exist. There is not an Article 314. In fact, in the Mexican Constitution, there's only 136 articles altogether. So how would we get up over 300? Ah, well then, sorry about the last 35 years of totally made-up court rulings based on nothing. It's all been a big misunderstanding since 1978. Glad we could finally sort this out. Don't you see, Mr. Roper? Jack Tripper's not really gay after all. It's all been a big misunderstanding. That was one of two big misunderstandings in today's politics news.